video we're going to do a how-to step-by-step guide on how to provision our courses for use with Panopto. First things first, we need to be a teacher on a course so that we can turn editing on. So I'm going to click on the white cog, turn editing on, and after a second the page will load in the editing mode. Now down the left hand side I've got my settings menu. If you don't see this, if you click on this button at the top it will appear, and equally if you click on it again it will disappear. If you scroll all the way to the bottom you'll see add a block, so it's important you scroll all the way down. If you have been teaching for years you have a lot of courses, but it's right down at the bottom underneath the site administration. If you click add block you'll see there's an option to click on a block called Panopto. If we click on that, the page will reload, and at the bottom of the right hand side is a block called Panopto, and you will see that it has not yet been provisioned, but there is the text to provision course here. So if we click on that it will bring us through, and you will get an overview of what's happening on the course. So it is syncing everyone enrolled on the course, it is syncing them with a equivalent account on Panopto. So for ourselves as teachers we would get publisher and creator rights, so that gives us the ability to create or edit video content in that folder. And if we had any students enrolled they would be given what is known as a viewer account, which is an account which allows them to view content but do nothing more to that content. When we're happy that we see this green text at the bottom that it's been successful, we move back to course and we will see that the block is now provisioned, and you can see obviously because we've just provisioned the course there is no content in that folder, so there are no live sessions, there are no completed recordings. As a teacher you have the option to click on course settings, and that will take us straight into the Panopto cloud, and it will show us the folder that is linked to that course. And clicking through with the course settings also loads this overview. So this is how the folder is set up. So it has an enabled podcast feed, it allows viewers to make notes public, so students can make their own set of notes which are private, but if they choose to, or if you choose to do a series of notes in the viewer, you're able to make them public so that everyone who has access to the video can see your set of notes. We don't allow students to download content through the web page, and in the availability section you can see that content becomes available when approved by a publisher. So we're going to cover this in more detail in another video, but essentially any content that you add to this folder you will get sent an email that says there's a video in this folder that needs approval, and you or a colleague will have to go in and actively approve that video before it becomes available to students. So you've got total control over when your videos become available to students.